So, ihr Lieben, ich möchte euch gerne den Juan aus Mexiko vorstellen, mit Schweizer Wurzeln von seiner Vaterseite, das wird euch selbst erzählen. Und ich habe Juan im Sommer kennengelernt in Zürich. Juan hat mir all seine verschiedenen Pyramiden mitgegeben auf meine spirituelle Reise und hat nicht gewusst, was er damit lostritt. Ich habe natürlich mit denen wildest herum experimentiert, so wie ich halt bin. Und ich habe sie am Kopf gehabt und überall, das habt ihr in meinen Videos gesehen. Und ich bin fasziniert schon immer gewesen von der heiligen Geometrie der Pyramiden. Aber jetzt habe ich sie live in verschiedenen Dimensionen mitgehabt und ich finde sie genial. Und ich habe sie jetzt hier in der Wohnung, es sprüht vor Energie. So I say, it's really affecting in a positive way the frequencies of the house and the people. And so, ich möchte gern das Wort dem Juan jetzt geben für die nächsten 1,5 Stunden maximal, sage ich mal, und dann half an hour questions für euch. Es geht um die Wasserenergetisierung, um Störfelder zu eliminieren im Haus und im Körper und die heilige Geometrie der Pyramiden und den Zugang vom Juan. So, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for the invitation.
And we will record this for everybody who is not here right now, so we can watch it later on. Please, Juan, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lara. So, we're going to start again in a simple way. Thank you again very much for your patience. I'm going to talk about Pulsar Terra in the energetic field and also in the products we create for our well-being, and what is the reason, what can we do with these tools. I'm going to start again talking that Pulsar Terra do basically two things. One is the energetic work, what we offer to people, and the holy geometry. When we talk about energy work, we start with the grounding cables. The grounding cables is basically the connection physically of our body to the earth. When we are connected to the earth, we are connecting actually to this magical energy that can make life happen. The Schumann's frequency 7.83 cycles per second. 7.83 hertz, and this incredible energy makes something fascinating. I always put the example that if we eat an apple and we leave the seeds on the table, one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year or 10 years will happen and nothing happened. But when we put these seeds on earth, the magic happens. I cannot explain it, but this is the mystery of life. And today we are disconnected from this incredible energy. So the idea is to connect during the night with the energy field of the earth in order to get this energy inside our body. The earth also can help us to remove electromagnetic fields that come from absorption of AM, FM, radio, radar antenna, 5G, computers, satellites, etc. So for this, it's videos that we have been done, and it's in YouTube under www.pulsarterra.ch, and you can see even what's happening with your body when you are connected to the earth, and how can this can prevent that electromagnetic fields and radiation are flowing into our body. Then I moved to the Sigma Shakti Om, which is an electromagnetic field absorber. You basically connect this device to the computer with a monitor, with a USB cable. It can be connected in the monitor or the computer, and you're going to be also safe from electromagnetic fields. Every time we touch the computer, all this radiation is in our system. And with the Sigma Shakti Om, it's basically the same concept. When we ground the computer and the system, you're not going to have this pollution in your body. The third one I want to talk about is it's water. Water is life and life is water. We reprogram or give back to the water what it needed. It's called Huracán Mintaka water. Huracán is the deity of the Mayas for the rain and the water. And Mintaka, it's a planet with powerful water, which, according to the scribes, could heal the body and the soul. The idea of the Huracán Mintaka water is to honor the water and to give back this energy that we drink. The water can absorb any sort of energy, and when we can give movement, minerals, magnetism, sound, light, and connection with the earth, we are absorbing this energy. The Merkaba energetic work that we offer to people, we have a 2.5 meters Merkaba. This is the shape of the Merkaba. And the Merkaba have actually a strong meaning. It's made out of 2 tetrahedrons. The tetrahedron pointing up is male energy, is ether, and represent 2 elements, fire and air. And the tetrahedron pointing down is female energy, is the matter, and represent 2 energies, ground, earth, and water. So in this divine union, we work with people. Basically, the big Merkaba, it's 2.5 meters tall, and you go exactly in this 0.0, where you can be subjects to 6 energies, which is terrestrial, etheric, magnetical, electric, orgone, and plasma. And you can even feel the energy flowing physically where there is not good flow. That is when there is a blockage or where there is a trauma. After this, in our energetic work, we work with plasma frequencies. Plasma is the 4th state of matter. There is 5. It's solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and ether. We do it with plasma, so the sounds go through you, and we can work with different frequencies based on what is the need of the people. The way we understand how is the need of a visitor is by doing a quantum bioresonance. So we can have lectures in real time where is energetically your system low. This is one thing, and the second is the direct contact. And I will always put an example. What is what you need now? Our body talks to us. And if we need water, yeah, you can take water. You can also ask for a tea. So it's very important that deep inside we know what we need, what we want. And when we have in this interview, I can put frequencies to arrive where you belong, what you need. And this can be a chronic situation, a chronic disease, or can be emotional. There is frequencies for everything. And the way we do it is using your 5th sense. That means you hear the frequency, you see it with the special equipment that you can see even the waves and the colors. You smell it because I work also with etheric oils. You feel it because the energy is coming through your hands. The hands are very important. When we have a headache, sometimes it's like we do like this. Oops, I have a headache. Why? Because we need our energy to balance something. So the energy flow in your hands. You are drinking also water with information, in this case, DNA repair. So your full attention, it's flowing. It's not just heating, it's really in your system. And I have a system called Pulsar Electromagnetic Field Generator, which is electrical micropulsation between, let's say, positive and negative, positive and negative. If I am in the stress or have a burnout, it's like I cannot move anymore. So energetically, with pulsations, we are moving your system. So even if you don't want it, it's going to move. And the body works with resonance. So it's like if someone have a heart attack, what the procedure to bring these people back is to push 60 to 80 BPM, beats per minute. Then the heart will remember what is the frequency of the normal heart, and it will start again. So based on that, we can work in the way that if somebody is in a position that cannot move energetically, is going to move. And it's so powerful that even a magnet, you can feel it, how it's like pulsing, like boom, boom, boom. A magnet, which is, of course, metallic stuff. After we did our explanations about the energy work, then it comes the three-dimensionality and how can we work with sacred geometry. So I would like to explain you a few figures and how can you work with that. This is a cube. This is a hexahedron. And this represents the Earth. It's a very stable surface. So for the people, for example, which is very etheric, have many ideas, but cannot bring to the reality the things that they're supposed to do, it's very important to work with the cube. In some religions, for example, the Muslim world, the Kaaba, the most sacred place, is cube. And this is related with Saturn. This is like a simmer, like a room where you can go and really explore yourself. What is what I need? It's like go inside your room and make an exercise. What is important for you? It's not what it's important for everybody or what somebody tells you that is good for you. And you can connect with the cube in a very profound way, because when you are there, when you work with the cube, you can really start hearing to yourself. This is called a hexahedron. And more common way is the cube. And this represents the Earth, Mother Earth. So this is the cube. Now I would like to talk about the tetrahedron. I personally love the tetrahedron. It's a great master, and I will explain you why. 1 second, I have a situation with the computer. 1 second, please. 1 second. Lara.
You have to open the thing.
Yes. Sorry again. I was talking about the tetrahedron. The tetrahedron represents the fire. And for me, this is a great master teacher and tool, and I will explain you why. Besides represent the fire, there is something that we can see. If I turn it, it's always this pyramid with actually 4 faces, 3 sides and the base. And there is a great knowledge here. And I will give you an example. If I want to learn something, to get something in my life, let's say I want to learn a new language, or maybe I feel I need the water in my life. I can think about the water. I can talk about the water using my emotions. And also I can take actions about the water. If we can, in an equal sides, think about the water, use our emotions about the water and our actions about the water, this will happen because you are putting everything, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions in the same direction. If we talk a lot about the water, it's not stable. If we think a lot about the water, it's not stable. And if we do also things about the water, just manipulating, but I don't know how to use the water, it's not going to be the same effect as if we think in the same proportion, we use our emotions, and then we take actions. So many times we as humans are a little bit lost why this is not happening. And when we work with the tetrahedron, we understand that we need to use the same proportion of thoughts, emotions, and actions to get where we want it. So this is the tetrahedron. And when you do that, if you turn it, you can put really a book, and it's going to be stable. That is going to happen. Can even put the water. And this is real. But if we are not in balance with our thoughts, our emotions, your actions, it's going to be like this, and it's not going to happen. That's why I personally have a lot of respect, and I like to talk with the tetrahedron. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the pyramid. And I'm very connected with the pyramid because I'm Mexican. I born in Puebla, and there is close to Puebla, Cholula. And in Cholula, there is a very big pyramid. Basically, the pyramid, even according to Tesla, is an energy harness generator. I like also the pyramids because it's facing to the 4 directions. And the way you work with the pyramid, you need to align the base to the north, not the corner, the base. So the magnetic field, it's coming and it's flowing in the other side. So let's imagine I have a headache. I will put this one, it could be, let's say, the north, and I will use it exactly like this. And where I'm come from, people are doing ceremonies. I remember somebody like 15 years ago took a picture with the phone, and they saw a beam, a light beam in the pyramid. So in many cultures, we can find pyramids. We can find it in Asia, We find it in Latin America, everywhere, even in Europe. And for me, it's also a very, very interesting way to understand that we can go to the top when we can also work in our temas with a structure, which is actually simple. We only need to have a goal and then work. It can be in any directions, but it's always like an entrance point. And if we walk in any room through the wall, it's not going to be the same that if we try to entrance this room from the entrance. So it's making things easily. And when I was small, my father was telling me he was Swiss. We were living in Mexico, and he was not fully connected with the Mexican culture. However, he explained me that the Russians were using the shave metal things to shave, and they were putting down the pyramid to keep it always sharp. And happened to be that when I started to study and work with the pyramid, I saw very incredible things that people also with pain and inflammation were using the pyramid in the right way, and the result was incredible. So, and it's very interesting to see that where pyramids are, it was always a great culture. So it's affecting, I will say, with my perspective, all the fields, energetically talking, and going to physical manifestation of this energy. We talked before about the Merkaba, but I will say it again. The Merkaba is the manifestation, three-dimensional manifestation of the magic of the life, because this includes the, I say it before male, now I say it first, female energy, which is the earth, the water, and the male energy, which is the fire and the air. And in, for example, in the Himalayas with the Buddhism, it's very interesting what we can also learn, and they use it also. The energy is female energy. This is called Shakti. And the male energy going up, this is Shiva, and is the inspiration. So when inspiration with energy come together, we can create everything. And this is not only a concept in the abstract, it's real. For me to be here, I need the energy of my mother, and I need the energy of my father. So it's encrypted a lot of wisdom inside the Merkaba, because when you can understand how can we come to solutions, to healing, and to balance in our life, that's all start to honor who we are, but in the same, absolutely same value who we have in front of us. Female are so powerful, and I honor them the same way I honor me and my brothers. So this is for me a reminder that the healing can only come when I can balance and work with harmony with these two energies. And this is the Merkaba. The Merkaba come to me about 7 years ago. I guess before I was not prepared to understand the magnitude of this energy. And many people that I know, the life was transformed, always for good. And I honor and I like the Merkaba. When I make Merkabas, I also can do it in any color, or depend what is the vision and the wish of the person. So thank you, Merkaba. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the Octahedron. The Octahedron It's very special because the octahedron represent air, prana, ki, chi. And the octahedron is air, and it can show us, let's say, one pyramid up and the other one down. And what is the meaning of this? It's as important like inhalate and exhalate. Is the first and last element which is going to be in touch constantly during our life. And the prana is very important because this reminds us to observe how we breathe. It says that 89% of the population in the world is using only 30% of the lung capacity. Normally, me included, when I was, or I am not aware, it's like I'm only using this part, but we supposed to fill full our lungs from the stomach. And what that represents is that 30% of the air we take equals 30% of the potential we have. So it's very, very important to connect with the earth, because if we want to the air, because if we want to make, for example, meditation, this is the key to enter this state of mind and spirit. One of simple ways to do it, it's called 5-5. And you can start in a very simple way. It's 5 seconds to inhalate and 5 seconds to exhale. With our breathing, we can control our heart rate, and we can absolutely go into meditation state when we need it. There is another meditation. It's called 4-7-8. It's 4 seconds inhalate, hold the air for 7 seconds, and then exhales for 8. So this is a reminder of how important is the air in our life. And actually, I have all these figures around me all the time. And whenever I feel I'm out of balance, I can really look at it, connect, and remind me what I need to do. So this is the octahedron. This one here, it's called icosahedron. And the icosahedron represent the water. The icosahedron reminds us the importance of the water. There is something very interesting about the water. There is interesting techniques how to heal with water. But one of the problems that we have is that, number one, the water what we are drinking is not exactly what we should get. It's important to work with the water. But the second thing is how we drink water. So today, I just want to tell you quickly, because I am not an expert and I am claiming absolutely nothing. I have been working with water for many years, and every time I feel I know nothing. The reality is that in the Himalayas, there is a technique, and they teach us how to drink with the water. And I can make a little experiment here. It's like first you need to connect to the water and say thank you. To really put your full attention, like in a samyana meditation, where you decide with what are you going to connect, and you put full your attention. This is the step 2. And the third one, when you are advanced, you become the water and the water become you. So you have in essence, the information, the same way the water have your information. The water have the capability to absorb, and we don't need big laboratory to do that. If I have tomato sauce in my shirt and I put it in 1 liter of water, the water will absorb this tomato. And the water also absorb the good energy from places, dragon lines, mountains, high energetic places. That's mean, according to Masaru Emoto, that we can, when we are in the right condition, also to transfer good energy to the water. That's why it's important to bless it, to communicate with the water, to be thankful. But what these ascended people show us, masters, is that we hold the water, we say thank you to the water, and we supposed to sit straight. You close your eyes and you put a little bit of water in your mouth. The idea is to connect with respect to the water. And when you do that, you can then start drinking the water. However, it's very important that when you put water in your mouth and you are straight and you have your full attention, you put a little bit of water and you put it on the back. So the water can come down with gravity force instead of force per se, like gluk, 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 gluk. It's really to make a natural flow inside your body. And when you do that, the water is flowing into all the diaphragm, all your body, informing with what the water have and the intention we give to the water. So I do it once in my style, and I will do it completely. Thank you, water, you are life. I appreciate your energy. I love you, I thank you, and I honor you. Gracias. So what they teach in the Himalaya is that this is a ceremony of life. So it's important to have the time, to have the respect, because I can live without many things, but without water, and it's impossible. And mostly this is the connection energetically and life to everything in this planet. So in Zurich, where I have my studio, I have an icosahedron also on top of my water system, and it's always turning. I make one system that it's always turning. And for the people which is interested, there is, yes, a movie about Huracán Mintaka in YouTube. Just Pulsar Terra, and then you find the water, and you can, with time, observe how is energized the water. And what I experienced with the water, I will tell you something very important. I work with Himalayan salt. The Himalayan salt have 84 minerals. But that is very interesting, because if we take it in little salt, we will go to the toilet 1 day or 2 days, and it's like out of our body. When we put the Himalayan salt in the water is informed, and the stone take more than 1 week to dissolve. So in a simple glass of water, you can put a stone of Himalayan salt, and you just leave it. And the incredible thing is that all these minerals will also inform your water. And it's so many minerals that it's not recommendable to take like metallic spoon. Is better ceramic, wood, holz, or plastic. And with this salt, you can cook, you can even put it to your normal water. I want to talk about this alchemy because it's incredible. I have no words, but when people are in a difficult situation or they are in the hospital, the thing that we have that they put intravenous, it's actually water with salt. So it's very important that our body is informed with water because all the information of the minerals is inside the water. And there is a big difference is if our body put it out or our body absorb the minerals. So this is something that it's very, very important to consider about what can we do with the water, how can we connect with the water, and what can we put to the water that is coming back. The most important thing is to honor and to clean the water, because if we do that, that information, it will come back to us. And it's very interesting because a lot of people has been healed with water and salt. And talking about energetically, the salt is very powerful because can neutralize any negative things. Also to put salt in part of the corners of your house and leave it for 1 week. After 1 week, you can take this salt and throw it away, saying thank you. And in ancient times, the salary, the sal, it was actually a payment. What is the salary doing to us is like enrich us. Well, the salt is physically enriching us. And this is a reality. It's something incredible that we can do with water. So I want to give you this. You can research. There is books talking about that. I just feel it's important to make yourself an alchemy. So you are putting an intention to clean the water, to enrich your body. So you are the alchemist in your house. You don't need anybody to tell your books. The information it's open is there and has been for many, many years. All right, so now I'm going to talk about the Dodecahedron. This is the Dodecahedron. And the Dodecahedron represent the etheric energy, etheric force. Okay? The ether is the fifth state of the matter. The ether is where a lot of things happen, but sometimes we're not fully aware of that. So when we work with the ether and we work with the Dodecahedron, we are connecting with our highest level. We use that in meditation. We do that when we have inspiration. We are connected also when we are sleeping. We are connecting when we have these moments of sixth sense for very sensitive people. Okay, so the Dodecahedron is good if, for example, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of power, but you don't know where to put it. It's like the ideas, the inspiration. I feel the Dodecahedron for me has been a great teacher. A lot of things that I do, and this is something that everybody can do, and I don't know where this is coming from. I'm just synchronized and open to get what I need in the moment of my life that I need it. And this is how I have been creating few things that work. And this is always the question, where is this information coming from? We can talk about many ideas or many fates. I just call energetically it's coming, because I can have my personal interpretation. But when I want to connect with an idea, when I don't know really what to do, I work with the Dodecahedron, because this is connecting me beyond my mind to other levels of conscience that can give me information. And this is also in the color purple, the most high frequency figure that we can find in sacred geometry. I have something else that I want to show you. This figure have a Merkaba inside. It's a half C yantra. This is a very powerful symbol to neutralize negative energies. It's a Merkaba inside, and we have an icosahedron, which is water, and also we have two circumferential rings representing the ether, the matter, the male, the female, to protect us and working together. And this is a very powerful also figure to clean our space from not harmonious energies. Whenever I put it in places, it's like harmonizing the energy for the space, for the people. And this is the figures that I brought today, and also to explain a little bit which tools Pulsar Terra is doing for people who have resonance or want to improve their lives in some ways, and also to connect with the energy of the earth. So I would like to ask if you want to make any question, and I will gladly answer.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes. What is your name?
What?
What is your name?
My name is Karina.
Corina, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Please go ahead.
So it was really interesting. My question is, what should I do now if I want some of your wonderful things?
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your words and for your energy. I will say it's not mine because it's in nature. I'm only the helping to put together things. Look, I'm in Switzerland, but I come to Austria, and I want to tell you, I have a lot of respect for Lara, for her work, and I want her to be a link, you know, because my main thing is basically to work energetically, but I do these tools, and I just leave different things here at Lara, and you can make contact with her immediately. And if you have like a specific idea about color, about size, I will do it for sure with pleasure. Yes.
And then you send it from your country to our.
Well, basically, yes. I live in Switzerland. I mean, I don't know if I say it. I'm Mexican Swiss. My father was Swiss, but I live in Zurich. I have my studio there. And if one day you feel any person can come, I will show everything. But basically, I make sacred geometry and I send it to different countries. Yes, and the idea is if I can send a big box with things to Austria, like connection point, it's easier and cheaper to get to you, Corina.
Okay.
Yes, but I have Sigma Shakti cables on sacred geometry already here in Austria. But Lara is the connection.
And the big thing, I think, I don't know the name, the golden one, the big thing.
Wait, this one?
Yes.
It's called Merkaba.
Merkaba.
Yes, and you know what? I tell you something when I'm working in the Merkaba, because sometimes can be overwhelmed. And I talk a little bit, I say, hey, look, I also make a video in YouTube about the Merkaba, but the best is to read a little bit on your own. It's mind-blowing what you can really understand and see and work with the Merkaba. It's very powerful. And I just tell you something, it's always good to have a lot of respect, because it's actually the soul, the energy of Metatron is the most powerful archangel. And the Metatron cube, it's a different level, another thing. I don't do this to people, but the Merkaba, it's an incredible tool, and it changed my life for good, because to have it in my interpretation, three-dimensional, to understand that the healing can only come if I heal the female and male side, is for me a big lesson. This is called Merkaba. Yes, it's very powerful.
Thank you.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for asking. What else? And you, do you have any question?
Well, yeah, also thank you from me. I found it very interesting. I have been working with sacred geometry energetically, but I don't have any forms in my apartment. I feel very drawn also to what you said regarding the Merkaba, because also for me, like the yin yang is a big part of my journey. But when I saw the pictures that Lara put on the group yesterday, the one that attracted me the most was the room harmonizer.
Yes.
I think that's like a double spiral or something like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you say something about the room harmonizer as well?
I have it is hanging. You talk about the double helix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, this is what it is. This is what it is. When you turn it in one direction, one is going down and the other is going up.
Yeah.
This is very interesting because it's like the toroidal field of we have.
Yeah, because I work a lot with the spirals energetically. So yeah, I don't know. I really love that one. And I'm pregnant now, and since I have been pregnant, like I have been working with the spiral a lot. It's really yeah. At the moment, the spiral is the most intense working tool for me, but I also love the Merkaba and its meaning, and yeah, also the grounding cable. Is that also suitable when one is pregnant, or after pregnancy better?
Well, I need to tell you, I have this question very often, and it's like there is even a movie that they talk about that, and it's like you are connecting first you to the energy of the earth, and within you is your son, and it's something incredible because we can talk in any direction. When I am connected, I do it really fast in a quantum way. Meditation, I ask Mother Earth for regeneration and the things that I need. So the antithesis is what's happened today. We are not connected with this life we have in the city. Even if somebody walk barefoots, you have concrete, so it's not touching the earth. And when you are touching the earth, you are really touching with all that energy that make life happen. So for me, My answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Yeah. And talking about your interest for the double helix, I mean, for me, it represent also the metamorphosis and the two energies that we have inside ourselves. Sometimes it's difficult to activate if we don't have the ions, the negative parts, the negative charge that the Earth have. And the question is, even a battery have plus and minus, and only then the energy is flowing. So for me, it's very, very important, very interesting what you say, because I like in particular, well, I like all, but when I turn it and I see this in the same moment, one is going up and the other one is going down, it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you now, because next weekend I'm coming to Lara's place, do you
Yes.
now still have one double helix and one grounding table left, or is it all already sold?
No. Look, and I can make and I send it. For sure, cables we have, and this one I only bring one. And I don't know if somebody already bought it. Otherwise, I speak to her that can hold it for you. And if that is the case, I will do it fast and I send it to Lara or to you. No problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And,
Thank you.
and the price for the grounding cable was, I don't know, 60 something or
Yes.
69, and
Yes.
the helix was 90 or something
Correct.
like that. Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
Yeah, cool. And does the grounding table have like a description in it, how to use it, or?
Yes, I also make a movie. If you go to YouTube to pulsarterra.ch and then you see grounding cable tutorial.
Okay.
I have it here. Lara is witness, and some people since yesterday I brought some equipment to measure. And we have been the whole day making experiments. What's happened to your body when you are grounded? And you can see it in these movies. It's a short 5 minutes, and then you have a good understanding. But coming back to your question, cables, they are the double helix. It's here, and I can speak with Lara immediately.
Cool. Great. Great.
Yes.
Thank you.
My pleasure. I thank you. And I just to say, any question, or if one day you also go in Switzerland, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. And you know what is magnificent? It's really all these figures are in nature. All that energy is from our planet. And when we understand that if we connect with this energy, really our life can change. And this is something that it's very important to discuss, to talk, and to go as deep and high as we could in that direction. What is your name again?
Jelka.
Jelka.
Yes.
Jelka. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Muchísimas gracias, Jelka. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm going to call quickly Lara, because she will for sure be happy to say thank you to you, and to also talk about other tema if there is the need for that. I excuse myself for a few seconds. Thank you very, very much.